Let me ask you something. Have you ever picked up a food everyone calls healthy and later found out you might be eating it in the worst possible way? For millions of people in the US, Canada, the UK, and Australia, tempeh has become that go-to plant protein. It's high in protein, rich in fiber, full of B vitamins and probiotics. It helps muscles recover, supports gut health, and can even lower cholesterol. But here's the truth no one tells you. The way you prepare, store, and cook tempeh can completely flip its effects, turning it from a superfood into something that silently chips away at your health. This isn't fear-mongering. This is about protecting your energy, your immunity, and your longevity. Because the small, almost invisible mistakes I'm about to show you, they're happening in home kitchens every single day. So if you care about staying active, feeling strong, and living well for decades to come, stay with me until the end. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly how to keep tempeh, one of the best foods in your kitchen, and never one of the most dangerous. When cooking tempeh at excessively high heat, we've all been there. You want that perfect golden crisp on your tempeh slices, so you crank up the heat, toss them into sizzling oil, and wait for that satisfying sizzle. But according to a 2023 Harvard Medical School study, when plant proteins are exposed to temperatures above 350 degrees, something harmful happens. They form advanced glycation end products, AGEs for short. And these compounds don't just sound bad, they are bad. They bind to your cells, stiffen your arteries, disrupt blood sugar control, and fuel the kind of low-grade inflammation that slowly ages your body from the inside. Margaret, a 65-year-old yoga instructor in Oregon, was the picture of health, or so she thought. Every morning, she'd fry her tempeh in hot oil until it was almost caramelized. It tasted amazing, but over time, she noticed her knees aching, her energy dipping, and her recovery from yoga sessions slowing down. After learning about AGEs, she switched to steaming her tempeh for 5 minutes first, then sautéing it gently in olive oil. Within 3 weeks, she felt lighter, her joints were calmer, and her morning energy came back. Here's the takeaway. High heat kills probiotics in tempeh. It damages protein, making digestion harder. It oxidizes healthy fats, robbing you of antioxidants. Your mission, steam your tempeh first, then cook it gently. You'll keep the flavor, protect the nutrients, and avoid those invisible compounds that speed up aging. 2. Eating raw or undercooked tempeh. I get it, raw foods have that pure health halo. And tempeh is fermented, so it must be safe raw, right? Not exactly. USDA food safety data shows that unpasteurized or undercooked tempeh can harbor dangerous bacteria like Listeria monocytogenes or Bacillus cereus. These aren't, maybe you'll feel off for a day, bugs. They can cause severe infections, especially if you're over 50, have a weaker immune system, or just had a tough week on your body. Tom, a 58-year-old triathlete from Brighton, loved adding raw tempeh chunks to his protein smoothies. It was his secret recovery weapon. Until one morning after a swim, he was hit with nausea, muscle aches, and a low fever. Tests confirmed Listeria. That smoothie ended up being a setback in his training season. What you need to know: internal temperature must reach 165 degrees, 74 degrees C. Steaming for 10 minutes kills harmful bacteria without destroying flavor. If eating raw, make sure it's pasteurized and from a trusted source. Your mission: protect your gut. Cook it enough to make it safe. Then enjoy every bite, knowing it's fueling you, not fighting you. 3. Improper storage of cooked tempeh. You just made a big batch of tempeh stir-fry. You leave it out to cool and forget about it while you catch up on emails. Seems harmless, but USDA guidelines say otherwise. Once cooked tempeh sits for more than 2 hours in the danger zone, bacteria multiply at lightning speed, and tempeh's dense, moist texture, it's a paradise for them. Linda, 70, in Vancouver, loved meal prepping, but her habit of letting tempeh sit on the counter before refrigerating led to a couple of bouts of food poisoning. Now she cools it for no more than 30 minutes, transfers it to airtight glass containers, and refrigerates immediately. Result? 0 incidents, same convenience. Your mission: treat cooked tempeh like fresh fish. Store it fast, seal it tight, keep it cold. Your future self will thank you. 4. Eating spoiled or moldy tempeh. Tempeh naturally grows a white mold layer during fermentation. That's good mold. But gray, black, blue, or pink mold, that's trouble. According to CDC research, moldy soy products can produce mycotoxins, chemicals that damage your gut, weaken your immune system, and can even harm your liver. And here's the kicker: cutting off the moldy part doesn't make it safe. The mold's roots run deep into the block. George, 75, from Leeds, saw gray spots on his tempeh and figured, it's just more fermentation. 12 hours later, he was in the ER with severe stomach cramps. Your mission: if it smells sharp, looks slimy, or has colored mold, toss it. Your health is worth more than a $3 block of tempeh. 5. Using the wrong cooking oil. You can cook tempeh perfectly and still sabotage it with the wrong oil. Refined seed oils like corn, soybean, and canola break down at high heat, creating toxic compounds that clog arteries and accelerate aging. Oxford University's 2021 study linked these oxidized fats to higher heart disease, risk and systemic inflammation. Jack, 68, in Melbourne, had been frying tempeh in corn oil for decades. His LDL cholesterol crept up year after year. Switching to extra virgin olive oil and avocado oil brought it back into the healthy range, without changing anything else. Your mission: pair your healthy protein with healthy fats. Medium heat, olive oil; high heat, avocado oil or ghee. Avoid margarine and refined seed oils entirely. 6. Over salty marinades. Tempeh soaks up flavor beautifully, but that's a double-edged sword. Marinades heavy in soy sauce or salt can load your meal with more sodium than a fast food burger. The American Heart Association caps healthy sodium intake at 2,300 mg a day, ideally under 1,500 milligrams if you have high blood pressure. Helen, 72, from Toronto, used to marinate tempeh for hours in soy sauce and teriyaki. Her blood pressure spiked until she swapped the salt for lemon juice, herbs, and ginger. Within 2 months, her numbers normalized. Your mission: flavor smart. Use low-sodium soy sauce, coconut aminos, citrus, herbs, and spices. Keep marinades to 1 to 2 hours max. Your heart will notice the difference. Here's the truth: tempeh can be one of the most powerful plant proteins in your kitchen, or one of the most underestimated risks. The difference comes down to 6 small choices you make in how you cook, store, and season it. You now have the knowledge, but knowledge without action, that's wasted potential. So here's what I want you to do. Pick one of these changes and start today. Thousands of people are already cooking tempeh the safe, nourishing way. Join them, protect your health, extend your vitality, and keep the foods you love working for you, not against you. And if you found this valuable, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip that could add years of energy to your life. Drop a comment with the word Tempeh so I know you're part of this mission.